Hey, how's it going, everybody? Zach here with Fire and Ferment. I'm excited to show you another ThermoPro product video today. Today, we're going to be reviewing the ThermoPro Twin TempSpike leave-in Bluetooth thermometers. We're going to be going through the unboxing, the instructional manual, the how-to, the app that works with this particular product, as well as actually going to be using it in a cook. We've got brisket going on the smoker outside. It's snowy out, so I want to be inside as much as I can. This thing's going to let me do that, and it's going to help me cook a foolproof brisket. So let's get into this. Let's start with the unboxing. You can see it comes in a package that looks like this. Let's get it out and look at the components. Very nice. This thing is the booster, which receives the Bluetooth signal from the probes and then transmits the signal to your phone so you can monitor your cook in real time. As we take the cover off, we notice the probes are in here as well. These probes are inserted into the meat. The sharp part goes into the meat where it monitors internal temp, and the wider part contains the ambient temp sensor to keep track of your cooking temp. The booster itself appears to be pretty sturdy, definitely not cheap plastic. The probes are also sturdy, which is a necessity to stand up to the cooking elements. Let's open up the manual. On the left side here is a QR code we can scan, which will connect us to the app. I already have it downloaded, so I just need to open it and I can select the Twin TempSpike in the app. We'll use this in a bit. You can read some of the features here. As we said, the booster receives the temp from the probes and transmits the temp to your phone so you can monitor. The probes measure internal temp and ambient temp. On the booster, there's an S button which turns on the booster, rotates the display on the booster between internal temp and ambient temp, silences the alarm when the target temp is reached, and pairs the probes to the booster. To get started, we follow the instructions on the manual. As we've done already, we install the app with a QR code. We have to enable Bluetooth on our smart device and then fully charge the booster and the probes. We'll do that here in a minute. We can then pair the probes and the booster, but thankfully these come pre-paired at the facility, but we can pair them again if needed. Next, we pair the booster to our phone using these instructions. Then we just insert into the meat and get started. An alarm will notify us on our phone when the target temperature is reached or if the ambient temp is out of range. Some specs here. The Bluetooth connection range from the probes to the booster is 160 feet in open air, but down to 10 feet when the cooking appliance is closed, so keep the booster near the grill. Here's the FCC statement of compliance, warning for cardiac pacemakers, etc. Read if you want. Also, here are instructions for disposal if you need to do that, 1-year warranty information, and customer service contact information. With regard to product specifications, the temp range is 14 to 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Ambient temp goes all the way up to 572. Alright, let's get this plugged in and charged up for use. Now that we're charged up, let's get cooking. I've got a brisket on the smoker. So here we are out at the smoker, and this is where the ThermoPro Twin TempSpike really shines. I take the probes out, put them straight into the brisket. I put one in the point and one in the flat. That way I can go inside and I can open up the app, and the app's gonna tell me when they're done. You can see on this app, I simply set the internal temperature, and there's an alarm that will alert me when the meat is done. Each probe also has an ambient temperature probe sensor, so it'll let me know if the smoker temperature gets out of whack. Any pitmaster worth their weight in salt will depend on this type of technology one time or another. It really shines when you're doing something like brisket if you have two different muscles that you're trying to monitor the temperatures of. It's also helpful if you have multiple things in the smoker so that you can monitor two different cuts of meat at the same time. Another fantastic feature is that these probes are waterproof. So out here in the snow or in the rain, it doesn't matter. Or when I'm done with the cook and it's time to go wash them, no big deal. They're waterproof, I don't have to worry about it. Click on the ThermoPro link I've shared in the description below to purchase your very own ThermoPro Twin TempSpike leave-in thermometer and type in code FIREFERMENT20 for 20% off your order. We can see on the app here that we've reached our goal internal temp, so it's time to take this off the smoker. I typically confirm that all parts of the meat are done with the instant read thermometer, so I'm using the ThermoPro Lightning for this. Now all we gotta do is take the brisket off, slice in, and dig in. The brisket turned out pretty good. I really enjoyed having the Twin TempSpike at my disposal for this one. It was so cold outside with the snow that I spent literally as much time inside as I could and really limited my exposure to the cold, and the Twin TempSpike helped me monitor what I was doing. I don't think I could have done this without the Twin TempSpike today. Please guys, don't miss out on this deal for the Twin TempSpike. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.